Pranam. Today's subject is Birji Talao, an untold story. Kapilavastu, Vaishali, Magadha, Bajji, Ongo, Bongo, Kalingo, Pondro are outside Ariyandom and linked with fraternity of tribal republics. The Bajji or Birji with another 6 tribal republics formed Sambhajji Confederation, the headquarters of which were located at Vaishali, the capital of Licchavi Republic. Similar Bongo clans formed a union, and Pondolo Nagara, the capital of Pondro, read Pondro, was its headquarters, and its name of the union was Shambhangyo, not Pondro, like the Sambhajji union at Vaishali. Shambhangya's members of the Shambhangyo lived at Pondoro Nagara, Mahastangad, Maurya inscription, 3 to 4th century BC. This is the inscription where the word Shambhangyo is found. Bajji Republic was large, and the reputation as an ideal republic was known to the entire India, especially the eastern India, which was outside the pale of Ariyandom. Right from Kapilavastu, Vaishali, Magadha, Bajji, Ongo, Bongo, Kalingo, Pondro are commercially, economically, politically, culturally and linguistically interconnected. When the Buddha proclaimed his doctrine, this bond became deeper. Magadha, Bajji, Ongo, Bongo, Kalingo, Pondro are all pre-Aryan, pre-Dravidian, Austroasiatic language-speaking population of India. These peoples, as well as the Austroasiatic family of language, are the oldest in India. Apart from Kapilavastu, Magadha, Bajji, Ongo, Buddhism had one of its holy places in Kalinga, quote unquote. Levi Sylvan, Pre-Aryan and Pre-Dravidian, translation, Calcutta University, 1975, page 75. Pliny mentions Kalingo as Kalinge, volume 18, 19,20. In old maps of Calcutta, instead of Kalingo, similar to Kalinge of Pliny, is mentioned. This hopefully convinces the authors on Calcutta, who are biased against the indigenous people of Bengal, may be a surprise. Champa, the capital of Bongo, was an important mart where traders from India and abroad visited to trade their goods. The Ganges, as well as its branch, the Bhagirathi, through which the ships would sail to Tamralipto. Quote, but by far the most important emporium of ancient Bengal was Tamralipto, the great Buddhist harbour of the Bengal seaboard. Mukherjee, Radha Kumud, Indian Shipping, Calcutta, 1923, page 161. Gaur and Saptagram on the banks of the Ganges, and Bhagirathi of Western Bengal, and Satgaon on the confluence of Brahmaputra and Meghna were significant trading centers. I have added here several maps of Birji Talao. The course of the Bhagirathi has changed over the centuries. However, in its right bank and the habitations in Calcutta and its environs have not completely changed, although Saraswati, Adi Ganga and Jamuna still have their traces. Quote, excavation of Damdam can be considered as a milestone so far history of origin and antiquity is concerned. Unquote. Excavation at Damdam Mound, 2001 to 2003, Archaeological Survey of India, Kolkata Circle, page 16. The artifacts found in different layers link it to the urban center of Chandraketugad. The most carbon materials found near a full-grown male skeleton has been carbon dated to 3,320 years before. So the source is second cover, Excavation at Damdam Mount 2000 to 2003, Archaeological Survey of India, Kolkata Circle. Number 2, ornamental bust of lady, excavation at Damdam Mount 2001 to 2003, Archaeological Survey of India, Kolkata Circle, page 10. Therefore, the antiquity of Calcutta and its environments are more than 3000 years. It is absolutely ludicrous to treat the urban centers on the left bank of the Bhagirathi as medieval. It is ancient and it is even Chalcolithic. NATMO, National Atlas and Thematic Mapping Organization, published Atlas of the City of Calcutta and its Environs, Calcutta 1996, which gives some glimpses of old Calcutta and leads searching eyes to reconstruct the area established by the indigenous people. NATMO mentions, quote, the native localities were known as Kalinga, Talpukur, Dinga, Shakaratya, Molonga and Sutaluti, unquote. NATMO, page 11. Unfortunately, it does not mention Dihi Birji, perhaps the biggest clusters of villages, and also the name of Bediapara. It will be better to refer NATMO, the Atlas of Calcutta and its Environments, 1996, page 27. Be that as it may, in the upjohn map of 1792, we see and notice 4 tanks on the right side of Chaurangi Road or in the Maidan. One in Dharmatala crossing, the name is not clear, but subsequent maps mention it Dharamtalla Bay, and other 3 are Kalingo tank opposite Kalingo area, new tank on the unnamed Red Chaurangi, and Burying Ground Road, which should be Park Street crossing, and Birji Tola, BIRJEETOLLAH, the present cultural hub of Calcutta. Yes, why not the cultural capital of India? We may please note the site. There is nothing except Birji Tola near Dihi Birji. This site is encircled by present day Chaurangi Road in the east, Cathedral Road in the west, and Ezichi Bose Road on the south. What a huge area! Unlike the other outer bodies, it is only one that is surveyed in the indigenous language which is spoken in Bihar, read undivided Bihar. The location and site appears to be commensurate with the great reputation of Birji tribe. That again indicates in the very remote past the site of Bongo had close relations with the neighboring states. Six tanks are mentioned in the lottery committee of map of 1825 to 32. These tanks from Dharmatala crossing of Chaurangi Road are number 1, Dharamtala tank, 2, Manohar Das tank opposite Lindsay Street, 3, General's tank, Park Street Chaurangi Gate crossing, 4, Elliott's tank in Chaurangi Harrington Street crossing, 5, Birji Talao in Chaurangi Lower Circular Road and crossing, and 6, Dhoba Pukur. Kalingo tank becomes Manohar Das tank, new tank renamed General's tank, and 2 water bodies appear in this map. These are Elliott's tank and Dhoba Pukur. In case of Birji Tala, there is a slight change. The Birji Tola, it turns to be Birji Talao. Source, Lottery Committee, map 1825 to 32. People of all ages in a large number visit Rabindra Sadan Nandan St. Paul's Cathedral complex, but no one has the opportunity to know the name of the grand water body around which stands the complex. There is no signboard. Thank Lord, no person of authority has thought of christening after their favorite icon. Birji Talao is very much there, at least no one has the guts to fill it, to build a monument on it. The 2006 Atlas, again I repeat, the 2006 Atlas of Kolkata by NATMO too has not cared to see their own publication of 1996 to record Birji Talao. I brought it to the notice, but the name in the future Atlas of Calcutta, but so far they have not done nothing. My clear repeated appeals to properly maintain the water body and put a signboard, Birji Talao, the top political as well as bureaucratic top echelons of the late regime who enjoyed power more than 3 decades fell in deaf ears. Why did I not ask the present political dispensation, who are ruling West Bengal nearly a decade, is a big question to my conscience. I too am a cog in the wheel of this power engine. Then why have I not told the person who matters to undo this historical blunder and display the name Birji Talao in most dignified manner? When you can destroy Taroni Majir Ghat inside Salt Lake Stadium, the making of which I and my wife had a hand like some others in a team who built Taroni Majir Ghat to commemorate the contribution of boatmen to freedom movement of Master Da. What moral courage do I have to utter a word about this heritage water body? Let it be buried in the graveyard of history, like many great persons who have down their lives for the country and remain unknown. But I have taken the step to tell my Aboriginal people the untold story of their heritage, of the great Vajis. That was 9 August 2020. Now it is 4 August 2021 when I revised my notes. I am no longer a cog in the wheel of the present government. Today also I don't feel like to speak. I am yet to extinguish craving to achieve nirvana. Therefore will someone who matters notice and put a board, Birji Talao, on its bank to pay penance for our indifference to our heritage. I don't think those who are in the citadel of power will do anything. Will it remain as it is? It reminds me of Napoleon, who wrote, "A great reputation is like a great sound. Laws, institutions, monuments, nations perish, but the sound endures and echoes down the generation." I want to repeat that it is the reputation of whether any government or a person that survives. Nothing survives except this. Let me read out again of Napoleon. A great reputation is like a great sound. Laws, institutions, monuments, nations perish, but the sound endures and echoes down the generation. 9 August 2020 I wrote back, but now it is 4 August 2021 when I revised it. But today it is, if I check up it is 7th August 2021. Pranam.